Okay, before we get more into this material, here are some quick key points that I just want to point out before we get started. The first thing is, in order to qualify for the CISSP, you need to have 5 years of security IT experience. Now, that 5 years should come in any of its 2 domains. Now, later on in the class, I'll walk you guys through all the domains and I'll tell you guys the topics that are going to be listed in those particular domains, so you have a good idea of whether you qualify to take this exam or you don't. Now, I'm telling you, if you have 5 years experience, more than likely you're going to qualify to take this exam because those domains are just so broad. The next thing is, everything in this particular class or any class you should be taking should be focused on the 2018 exam objectives. As of currently, that is the most current exam. The exam updates itself every 3 to 4 years or so. You may see an exam update. The last one was the 2015 exam, and now you have a 2018 exam. Although there wasn't a big change between the exam, they do update these objectives every 3 to 4 years or so. If there's one thing you will hear from any CISSP student or any instructor that has ever taught a class, or if you have ever picked up a CISSP book, you're going to know the books are big, the classes are long. You're talking books that are 1,000+ pages. One of the best study guides is their official study guides. The publisher was CISSP, and that book is nearly 1,000 pages. The Sean Harris study guide, another good study guide for this particular exam, is way over 1,000 pages. So it's a lot of materials to cover. And one thing that is going to make it a little easier to digest, even though it's so much materials, is that there's an old saying in the CISSP, and that saying is, it's 1 mile long and 1 inch deep. And what that means was, it's a lot of materials. Yes, it is. But we're not going to go in depth into anything. It's more of a brief overview of a whole lot of stuff. From cryptographic algorithms to different types of security controls to door locks that are on physical doors and walls and ceilings. So it's a lot of information, but you're not going in depth into anything. And that's something that you have to keep in mind when you're studying for this. If you're spending too long on a topic, you are studying into a topic way too in depth, then you're not studying for a CISSP, you're studying for that topic. So that's one of the key points I tell my students is, hey, when you're studying, get a high level overview. Know what it is, know how it functions, know how it relates to security, but don't go in depth in it. You don't need to go and buy a book on one particular topic, and because there is a lot of these topics. All right, let's keep going.